Hey, what's going on, world? Today I'm out for a quick solo hike here at Raven Run Nature Sanctuary. We're just outside of Lexington here, kind of closer to the Clays Ferry area, but figured I'd do a video here. Haven't done like a good descriptive video here before, so this morning I figured we'd get out here, hike the red trail down to the Kentucky River Overlook, check out the views there this morning. It's a beautiful morning, nice blue skies, so it'd be a good morning for an overlook. And then from there, I thought we'd continue around the red trail out to Evan Mills Falls, check out flow on the falls, relax there for a little bit, and then probably hike back to the car. But let's get out here, hit the trail, and see what we can see today. And then from here at the Nature Center, come over here, grab a map. And the trails begin off to the right. Yeah, and like I said, first thing this morning, we're gonna go and check out the Kentucky River Overlook. So let's take the red trail out to the overlook. Yeah, so unfortunately, Raven Run has a very strict no pet policy here. So had to leave Kane at home today, but that's all right. Kind of needed to get out for a little solo hike anyway. Been having a lot kind of go on here lately. Got a lot on my mind. A lot of de-stressing to do, but it is good to get out for a solo hike every once in a while. I know even just going with Kane is still kind of like a solo hike, but I still have to kind of be mindful of him too at the same time while I'm out hiking. He's pretty good about taking care of himself, but still try to keep an eye on him. But hopefully out here today, I know it's a little early in the season, but I was hoping we could see some early spring wildflowers that have popped up, but we'll just have to see, I guess. And now here we are at the Kentucky River Overlook. I'm gonna take a break here for a minute, enjoy the view of the river here on this beautiful day. All right, and then a short piece from the overlook up there. You come down the hill just a little bit off the trail, which they frown upon here, but it's worth coming down here to see this little waterfall. And it flows down here out into the Kentucky River. I actually kayaked to the bottom of it one time coming up from the Clays Ferry. It was a good little paddle, but pretty cool to see from the bottom. But yeah, nice little waterfall just down from the Kentucky River Overlook. All right, now coming back up from the overlook, instead of going back up the way we came in, we're gonna head out straight on the right fork here, continue out along the red trail around to Evan Mills Falls. All right, well, I thought we'd be taking the red trail the whole way, but right here We're going to split off and take the yellow trail. It's going to be a little bit more of a shortcut around to Evan Mills Falls. We'll take this and connect back to the red trail just before hitting the falls. Yeah, the trails here at Raven Run have some pretty cool bridges. I know many years ago, I was out here one winter. I hiked down to the bottom of this little falls here. This one is very rain dependent. It'd be cool to see it raging one time. There's also another little falls right down there. Drops off again. But I caught this one right here with a sheet of ice on it. It's pretty cool. I always love getting out in the different seasons and seeing different things at different places. And yeah, like I said, we'd end up joining back up with the red trail. And here we are. Let's continue on the red trail out to Evan Mills Falls. Alright, and then from right here, we're going to take the white trail here, down to the right, down to the falls. Oh yeah, I see a good flowing waterfall, so let's go down here and sit and relax and enjoy the falls. About to slip and fell right there. Beautiful flow down here on Evans Mills Falls though. Beautiful flow. Yeah, Evan Mills Falls is flowing really nice today thanks to some of that recent rain. Found a nice boulder right here, right along the creek. Gonna kick back, take a break on. Every time I come down here, I kind of reminisce about when I used to come out here years ago. I walked all this creek line down there to where it drops into the river. Tons of beautiful waterfalls and cascades out through there. If I had more time today, better footwear, I'd get out here and chase all those waterfalls. But for today, we're just gonna sit here and enjoy Evan Mills Falls. Yeah, the water here is so clear and beautiful. See all the nice rocks down in the bottom of the creek bed there. Really nice. I always like coming out to this spot when I come to Raven Run. There's also another waterfall not far from here. I think we're gonna skip on it today though. But the way I first ever went to it was I came down to these falls, Evans Mills Falls, and then I walked the creek bed up this way and around to it. I used to come out here and walk these creek beds all the time every time it would rain. That was back when I first kind of started hiking. There's a couple of small falls up that way, and then you can make it to the bottom of Silver Falls too. It's pretty cool coming up on it from the bottom. But like I said, we're not doing that today. I'm out here in my Nikes. I forgot to put my hiking shoes on, and then yesterday I got my hiking boots soaked. They're still wet, so not doing any off-trailing today. But beautiful spot right here. Looking down on the falls up here. Beautiful spot. Alright, so I've had a nice visit down here at Evans Mills Falls. Nothing but solitude down here at the falls. Got to kick back and relax quite a bit. But now I think it's time to hike back out. From here, we're going to continue on the red trail. And then we'll take it up to the blue trail. And take that back to the nature center and back to the trailhead parking area. And now from here on the white trail, let's head back up the red trail and take it to the blue trail. Yeah, now from here, let's take the blue trail back to the nature center. Well, I guess we got one more trail junction right here. Looks like we're gonna be taking the green back to the nature center. I forget the blue trails are kind of like connector trails, I guess. So now, let's take the green trail back to the nature center. Yeah, so I've had a great solo hike out here today. Felt bad about leaving Kane behind, but like I said, this was kind of a much needed solo hike. Time to get out here, just kind of sit and work through some thoughts and feelings and emotions. Lucky to have some solitude out here today. Had a great view at the Kentucky River Overlook. Even dropped down off the trail just a little bit to check out the waterfall near the overlook. It's hard to resist checking it out when you can hear it flowing good. And then from there we swung around out to Evans Mills Falls. It had really great flow too. And again, nothing but solitude there. So took full advantage of it today. Out here trying to clear my head. But from here, like I said, we're headed back to the nature center and back to the trailhead parking area. But I just want to thank everybody for tagging along with me today. Until next time.